Hello, everybody. We speak about magic today. My name is Haris Omanovic, and we are here with people all from all over the world in more languages. The countries are USA, Serbia, Japan, Algeria, everywhere. Please write your countries in the chat. Oh, let's work together magic. Thank you that you are here. So, one of the things, what is magic? What is magic for me? Um, for me, magic is everything somehow. Because what people do, they decide that something is not magic if they think that they understand it, if they think that it's some kind of logical. And they also think that something is not magic if everybody can do it. And for me, everything is magic. So like if we can talk now, that we can see each other, it's crazy magic, like already like this, what we make something normal things, it's we are doing impossible. Just people are making it normal. And so with this, they don't appreciate it so much, or they don't recognize it as something super amazing. So just to have a body, just to talk like this, just to move your hand, just to be now connected with the whole world, and we are talking with each other, we hear each other, we see each other. It's wow, it's a miracle, it's magic, it's wow. And this is happening all the time. So just the life that like is something that people have decided it's normal and nothing special. It's wow, it's impossible. We are all the time in science fiction movie. We are all the time in magical movie, and it's all the time part of our life. So just people put it into some mental concepts so they can ignore it. Oh, it's normal. It's normal. So, something super amazing shows up after 5 minutes is going to be normal, and then it's not so amazing. It's like amazing all the time happening. And still also like what is magic? So what people do, they put life in these strong physical mental concepts. So they see life only in one way. They see it very physically and very mentally. In a way what they have decided that life is, what life should be, and that's how is it. So it's very like solid, not so changeable. And so what can life be? How you can see it? You can see differently. So you can see that so many things are happening at the same time, and life is not so fixed. Life is not so solid. Life is not so hard as people are showing it. So it's much more flexible. There's more realities happening at the same time, more possibilities all the time. Like if you allow yourself, you can see parallel realities that they are all the time present in your life. So you are coexisting at the moment in more different realities. You are not so physical as people are trying to see the world, maybe. And you can explore this for yourself. So life could be maybe something totally different than what people think and how people see. And this is something when you allow yourself to have life in your way, your embodiment, your realities, your way, how you can see the world. From different like point of views, how people see the world, they just invented different names of physics, different names of science. Nothing is really true. Nothing is really measurable. Just if you decide something about something, if you define it, then you can measure it. And if you don't, then it's totally unmeasurable. It's always different if you don't have this starting point. And so this is something what you can explore in your life. What if life is totally something different than what people think? And what that could be and how much you can create it in your way. You can make true what you would like to make true. You can make a reality what you would like to have as a reality. So you have your reality somehow, and your realities, and you are still aware of other people's realities, and you are also creating within them. And you can allow yourself also that you can have a totally different life than anybody else that you know. So your own reality. What could be example? You can be your own Alice in Wonderland. You can have your own amazing happy life. It's in your way life, and it's a life that works for you. And you can play life. You can play your life, and that can be anything. And what is also magic? So like somehow when you allow yourself to see these more realities, you can see a bigger picture. And also at the same time, you don't depend so much on a picture. Because like what is a picture? It's what people make very real. They make the visual very important. They make the visual very real. So for them, only the visual exists. Only the measurable results, comparable results exist, and somehow only results exist, and nothing else exists. So if you don't have results, if you are not physical, you don't exist, and they don't see anything else. And what is maybe with you? Maybe you see something different. You see something like amazing, even if it's not yet successful for human life. And this is what is making you different than other people. You see something more. You can see the future. You are a different person. Maybe because of that, many times also fucked up, fucked up, you know. It's showing up in a bad way. We can explore also that. So just this is a prism. To solve your problems, you need to play, okay? It's a joke. So it's like you see life differently and explore this. People see results, people see numbers, people see like what other people see. And there's some kind of measuring life, and you see life differently. So if we go beyond these results, beyond the numbers, beyond how it looks like, but if it's not so important how it looks like, and it's more about what you are being with everything. And this is something that creates life. It's how you treat life, how you are living life, not so much how it looks like. And somehow we are all the time, we learn this from other people. We are trying to get the right look of life, the right visual life. We are trying to have the right results, good results. Just check this future, go into this future that you have perfectly looking life, let's say Instagram life, that you have all the results very good. You know, that you have so much money that you don't need to worry about money ever again. What are you going to do? Somehow you still have the same problems. And the problems is like missing of happiness or something. So there is something missing that you can allow yourself to be today, and you don't need to postpone it anymore to some potentially successful future, which is never going to come because there is no end. More you create, more there is to create. There is no end. Like it's just something that it doesn't work. Creation of human results, it doesn't work. You need to allow yourself now to open to this life that is available now. We have now the true abundance. Abundance is not later. It's not happening. Ask some people who are rich. It's not happening. They are not rich. They are just rich in human eyes. They are not really rich. You can allow yourself to be rich now. You can see the magic. Everything is here. Everything is here for you. You have this amazing body. You have this amazing planet. You have everything already. You don't need anything else. And everything is here. Everything also is waiting for you to play. Everything is inviting you to play. There is magic everywhere. And it's so much about what is in this not visual world. There is not visual world. There is something that we can't see physically. And you can be it, you can feel it, you can enjoy it, you can receive it, you can use it in your life, you can include it in your life. And that's most of the life. It's just like you can just be, you can just open to it, you can connect with it. It's everything. People make this nothing. People make this that it doesn't exist. So they make these physical results, how something looks like. They make this everything. And we learn this from them. How life is very defined. What if most of the life is something what you can't see, what you can't measure, what you can't validate for human reality? They can just tell you that you are crazy. And most of life is something that we are missing because we are trying to have all the time human results and all the time the right visual look. So what if you are missing most of life in this when we are trying to create for human life, when we are trying to create for people around us? What if you are ignoring most of life? What if you don't need to ignore it anymore? So you can see the invisible. What if most of life is something that people can't recognize? And you can allow yourself to be different. How much of life is creating with you at the moment? And you don't need to mentally understand this. You can allow yourself to feel it. How much of life is creating with you at the moment? The air that you are breathing, with your amazing body, this beautiful planet. So some kind of life is full. And people, what they create the life, they create empty life. So we all the time think that we are alone. And you are never really alone. Maybe you are just sometimes without people. You are never really alone because life is so full. And when you allow yourself to open to this fullness of life, you are part of creation. You are part of creation of something amazing. This, like what is human life, it looks like many times like just something what is in front. It's on a stage in a theater. Something what shows up. There is so much in the background. There is so much in backstage. And if you allow yourself to be also the backstage and not just something what is in front, there is so much more possible. There is so much more available. Because what we do, we are trying to control the front. And all the time we forget to create more in the backstage. And what is life? It's more the backstage. It's not so much what it shows up in the front. This is where you create life. You create life in the world which is not visual. Create life in a world which nobody can see, nobody can recognize. This is life. This is when you open yourself to life. This is when you know life. And nobody else needs to know. And this is something that is all the time available. It's a force which is all the time available. And you can allow yourself to be. It's also a communication with everything in every moment that is available to us. And what we do, we ignore it. we ignore it, and then we are trying to create human results. And human results are never-ending story. And then we catch ourselves in labyrinth of human results. There is never time for magic. There is never time to open to this, the world that is available to us, which other people don't need to understand. So we have something what is really valuable. We have something what can make us rich. It's life. Life is here. Life is available. You can feel it. You can enjoy it. And you don't need to make your life only for human life. So how much you can recognize how rich you are because you know something about magic. How much you can allow yourself to be this today. Something that people can't understand. Something that people can't measure. Something that people are not giving value to. How much you can allow yourself to be happy today. I'm happy. So what? I know that you think that happiness don't exist, and still I'm happy. It exists for me. I have it with plants, I have it with animals, with children, it exists. It is possible. You don't need to make it true. It's still true. So people make something else true. And it's in a way that there is always something wrong. It's never-ending story. Always about making it wrong. There's always something missing. It's never good enough. And what it is, and it's now available. And you can be this now. And somehow when you start creating for results, when you enjoy life also without results, maybe results are slowly going to show up also for human reality. Maybe. Try to say a few times, I really don't need the results. I really don't need money. Who the fuck needs money? Right. I really don't need money. Who the fuck needs money? Look at these boobs. I really don't need money. Look at this body. I really don't need money. You are already rich. Can you recognize this? So would anybody like to say something? Do you have some questions?
Yes, hi.
Yes. Speak.
So when you said that, you know, when we open to magical life, results are in human reality are slower. And it's like in my reality, maybe I am slowing results and many things to just prove that it's like to not be stupid, maybe. It's like, you know, it's like I have this point of view that if we have quicker result, that means that we are too much in human reality. So what is this?
Yeah, so I didn't say what you said. I didn't say when you open to magic, you create less results. You just don't make results important. It doesn't mean to less. It means also more. So this is what you said. It's funny because like what you said, when you are more human reality, it's like we create for results. Is the same reason why you are stopping results. When you create for results, when you are part of human life, then you need to stop results. That's your main job. It's not your job to be successful. It's your job to take care that you are not successful. That's how to be part of human life. It's like, it's more stupid than we think. It's about results, but you need to take care that you never have them. So you all the time can be in this loop. It's never enough. Like you can have 100 people in the classes, you're still going to be unhappy. You can have 1,000, you're still going to be unhappy. When you are going to have 1,000, you're going to say, why we don't have 10,000? When you are going to have millions of euros, you're going to say, why we don't have billions? We're still going to complain. I'm enjoying myself on the phone. So that's human life. You need to take care that you're always complaining, that you're never happy, that it's never good enough. And when you open to magic, you create something from different space. You don't create from need. You create from enjoying life. So you don't need it. And when you don't need it, then it's coming to your life. When you need something, you're stopping it. So what is also magic? When you open to magic, you are not you are not the same person. In human reality, you define yourself with your name, with your body, with your gender. When you open to magic, you're not a person anymore. So you don't create a little and you don't create a lot. You are part of creation, not what you create personally. And if it's not about what you create personally, then you are not going to do self-sabotage. You are not creating personally. It's not about you. So when you open yourself to magic, you don't define yourself. You are not a person anymore. Why would you be a person? Why would you be individual? Individuality is one of human stupidity. There is nothing individual. You never really create alone. You create all the time together with everything. So nothing is really your creation. You need to decide that something is your creation. So then you are trying to stop. Nothing is really your creation. You are creating together with everything. It's more you are enjoying creation. You are not really creating. So, like if you are not in human reality, you don't make results so important, and then you start to create more results. It's very hard.
Like we stop this magic by making ourselves individual, one of the way.
Yeah, so it's a lie. It's stupidity. You think you are one person. It's not possible. You can't be a person. You can't exist alone, just with your body. You have a body because you have whole planet, and you are total co-creation with your body and whole Earth. You can't exist as one person. If there is no air, you don't exist. If there is no water, you don't exist. If there is no sun, you don't exist. So you are total co-creation. You are not one individual person. What makes you rich? This is what makes you happy. You are not just what we define ourselves with our name and gender and location, and you add desperate to it. You're not this. You are total magic, total creation, total miracle. Just body is, but like you can't be just a body because body exists only together with planet. If you put body away from Earth, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's, you know, being part of creation with Earth and animals, and maybe it could be easy. And in the same time, when I am part of creation with people, it's like it's no. And maybe it's like I am just, when I cut from people, I cut from earth and I cut from magic, maybe.
I don't understand.
So when I am in the space of part of creation with
Now creation
other energies.
Stop your voice. Yeah, you're in creation with other energies. So what is?
Yeah, but when I include with people, it's like there are disturbance.
Yeah, you buy energy from people instead of following the energy. You need to follow the energy, and people are included. So when we create with people, we buy too much their energy. We start to depend on people. So don't depend on people. Like, who would like to create, they can create. Who don't want to create, they don't need to create. But like we make people more important than creation, because you would still like
True.
to be a good girl, something like that. So people need to like you. So somehow, if people don't see you, you don't exist. And somehow that's not so constructive, let's say. It's not so good idea. And also, so somehow with this, it only exists the part of you that can be validated by people. So most of you don't exist because it's not important for human life. So if you don't create for human life, you can create so much more. So it's good that you open that you are creating something, but can't be validated by people.
Yeah.
That you create something that's never going to be recognized. So what? That we allow ourselves to have this reality. Nobody's going to know, so you don't create for people. So somehow we create with people because we are still trying to satisfy our parents. And you need to learn that it's never ending story. You can't make your parents happy. It's never ending story. And we are still in the same game. So we learn from childhood how to satisfy our parents, how we are trying to make them happy, and it's never happening.
Yeah.
And you think if people are going to be happy, then it's going to be good. They're never going to be happy. So they can't recognize your reality. You need to have your own reality, even if nobody can recognize it. Only you can see. So you are alone without people, and you are not alone. You are together with all creation. Just you need to learn how to be without people. It doesn't mean that you are alone when you are without people. We are without people all the time, also when we are with people.
Sure.
So you need to learn how to be without people and not trying to be with people. So nobody needs to understand.
Okay. Thank you.
Think if somebody can't follow, if somebody can't understand, that's a good thing. It means that brain is changing now. Okay, don't worry, just enjoy the change
Okay,
in the brain.
can I tell you something actually?
Yes, yes.
I'm translating and sleeping in the same time, and maybe
Okay.
some parts of my translation is missing now because I'm sleeping actually. It's so weird.
Yeah, I think that we can call it orgasm. You are having orgasm
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So just enjoy. Anything else? Any more questions? Anybody would like to say something?
What's that beautiful place, Haris?
Yeah, this is where I'm living.
Beautiful. I love it.
It's a
Wow.
walk away from my place where I'm from my building. It's very green.
Yeah.
Very green.
It's a park?
No, it's like just land, and then there is a lake also, which we have. It's not park. We are not city. We are small town. So it's just nature. The parcels of people like for grass.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic castle.
Yes, I just see that all the trees there are talking to you.
Would you like to say something more about life, magic?
Yeah, I can say that life, when you get into magic, you are with your being and you are connected with everything, and then everything is like a flow, and that comes magic when you are out of your mind. The mind doesn't influence in your life. And like you start talking to the trees, and like I can see that tree is talking to you now, and like every leaf and every tree is talking to you, and it's so beautiful. It's like you are never alone. And like I recently realized the magic of the body. I have a problem with my knee, and I have this communion with my body more deep, and I started realizing how magic is to even walk, and all the different parts of the body, how they communicate with each other, as we can communicate with all beings and all, like, plants, animals, people. The body is just so magic, and such a wonderful tool to take you to magic. And for me, it's a new awareness that I have, and I'm so grateful with my body. I have a deep gratitude to my body.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Pleasure.
Hi, maybe I can share my experience.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, I went out. Hola, tal vez yo puedo compartir mi experiencia hoy. I felt this call to be more close to nature. Entonces tuve como este llamado a estar más cerca de la naturaleza. So I began going out to walk. Entonces empecé a salir a caminar. I am surrounded by many parks here. Estoy rodeada de muchos parques aquí. Y empecé a ir a caminar por los parques. So I began to go to walk to these parks a few days ago, desde hace unos días. And today I woke up and I went to walk. Y hoy me levanté y fui a caminar. Sometimes I run, sometimes I just stay there. Algunas veces corro, algunas veces simplemente estoy ahí. Y algunas veces algún árbol me llama la atención. O alguna área. Sometimes a tree or sometimes an area in that park calls my attention. So I go there. Y allá voy. Y hoy en particular iba caminando y encontré, y un árbol llamó mi atención y lo que hago es, me recuesto en el árbol y estoy ahí un rato y recibo el sol. So this tree called my attention today, so I went to this tree and I laid on the tree. And received the sunlight. And it was so magical. Y realmente fue muy mágico. Me permitió como conectarme mucho de nuevo con el árbol. Me permitió, it allowed me to connect with the tree a lot, very deeply. And it's like the trees are somehow advisors for me. De alguna manera es como si los árboles fueran consejeros para mí. So I begin to receive them y comienzo a recibirlos y comienzo a sentirlos, simplemente estar ahí. So I begin to receive them and be with them, just be with them, like magic. And allow magic to happen. Y simplemente estoy ahí como magia, como simplemente permito que la magia. Y I received so much information that I was asking for. Y recibí mucha información de la que estaba como preguntando. For creation, para crear. And it was magical, really, like clarity. Fue muy mágico, como que recibí mucha claridad. Mi cuerpo se empezó a sentir más liviano. Me sentí como más relajada. So I began to receive more clarity. I began to feel more relaxed. I began to feel more connected. I also activated the energies of Gaia Touch in my body. And it was super powerful and beautiful. Y también me activé como las energías de Gaia Touch y fue súper poderoso y hermoso. Y and I am really grateful for the life I am creating. Y estoy muy, muy agradecida por la vida que estoy creando. So, yeah, that's magic. Así que eso es magia.
Thank you. Gracias.
I have a question here from the Spanish chat. So how do we stay connected to magic daily, like on the daily life?
Yeah, so nature can be an amazing teacher. I just wanted to speak about that, especially like what you mentioned, trees. Trees can be amazing teachers for this. And we can learn so much from trees, from animals here. So we're learning from them how to create with earth, how to create with magic. And what are trees showing to us? For example, they are here, they create something. They are doing their best. Their contribution to this planet. And at the same time, they can die and everything is just cool. Nothing really dies. They are still Earth, they are still contribution to Earth, even if they don't exist somehow. There is something bigger that we can be, that they are, that they know somehow this consciousness, and we can learn this from them. So there is something available that we can explore outside of normal human life. And it's how to connect with Earth, how to connect with nature, how to be this different energy, different space, different life. And everybody needs to explore it for yourself and practice it for yourself and keep on going and exploring and practicing. It's something that you are being all the time and more. It's not something that you learn only one time. You don't learn life. Life is a movement. So, and sometimes you open, present something that you are practicing every day, and we learn how to be something different with this plan. And that's something what we just need to go forward with this. Like, we need to step into this now. This is required at the moment. Somehow we need to step out of this human train, fast human train, which is hitting the wall. So you allow yourself that you lose human life. You allow yourself that you are totally wrong in human life. And you know something else, and you are creating something else. So human life, how human reality is created, the fast train which is hitting the wall. So you can jump out of it. And be something. Anything else? Any question? Anybody would like to say something? Do we have somebody from Japan not sitting here to share experience from this Gayata that we had in Japan? Japan, wake up. I was in Japan a few days ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago. And tomorrow I'm traveling to India. So is anybody awake from Japan to share experience from Gayata class?
Here, someone from, I think, I don't know, wait, maybe possibly Argentina or someone else. Luz Elena. She wants to say.
Okay.
Luz Elena, ¿estás en el chat de inglés? ¿En el Zoom de inglés? Tal vez puedas hablar ahí mismo. Okay, hold on. Well, she just wants to share that she lives in en una finca. ¿Cómo es que se dice finca? She lives in the countryside, and when she wakes up, and it's very magical. When she wakes up, she goes and lays on the land, and she feels how her body in the inside is like receiving. Okay, espérate. Y siento como si mi cuerpo por dentro recibiera más. It's like her body would, like laying on the grass, she feels like her body is receiving a glass of water. And she enjoys that so much. But she says it's good to ask for help to the earth or to nature to solve something that is happening for you in the real life, like in reality, in human reality. Or is this something that turns the magic off? Like, is it good to ask for help from nature or from earth to solve something that is going on in your life, like in your human life, or is it something that turns off the magic?
Amazing. Anybody else?
But it's a question, Haris.
What is question? I didn't understand it.
She's asking.
Maybe it was so good explained that I don't understand why it's a question. Yeah, if that's good.
It's like
probably she's saying it's good, you know.
But what she asks is if is it good to ask for nature and earth contribution for your human life?
As I said, you need to explore this for yourself.
Okay, thank you.
So trust yourself. You don't need me as an instruction. It's your own creation, so you need to know for yourself. You need to know for yourself. If I give you the answer, maybe you are not going to know, you know? You need to feel it for yourself. So trust yourself. This is the main step. For me, like, so it was so much, of course, like, but like, for me, that I didn't say anything, just like, why you are even asking this, you know? Like, trust yourself. Something like that. So just,
Thank you.
so when I ask for contribution to my personal life, this is the most natural thing. So when you are receiving from Earth, somehow you are the biggest contribution to this planet. So I invite Earth to contribute to my life, to my body, to my businesses, to my relationships, everything. So you invite Earth to your life. So you are being Earth. So that's for Earth, you know. It's terrible for Earth when you are not using Earth. It's terrible for Earth when you are ignoring Earth. So of course you invite Earth to your life and you create together with Earth. And that's also, it's not like what could be a problem here is when we think that when we are selfish, then you don't create with Earth. That's true. Some kind of, if you create only for yourself, it's ignorance, it's separation from Earth. It's also terrible for Earth. Just when you invite to your life, it's not a selfish. You are not inviting it only for yourself. When you invite to your life, your contribution to this planet, your contribution to a lot of people with your life. It's not selfish. You don't have it for yourself. So selfish could be if you are trying to take so you can hide. Maybe this is not good. Okay, so when you would like to hide some kind of creation, it's hard for creation to support the hiding. Not working so good. So if you would like to create more, everything can contribute so much more. Just like when you're creating more, it's never some kind of, it's never just for you. Like you're not so stupid to do that. It's creation of more that is just for you. It's just something that it doesn't work. It's something by itself. So with receiving your contribution to this planet, your contribution also to other people. You're not selfish. It's like some kind of, you need to receive. Anything else? Earth, join my body more. Earth, join my life more. Earth, join my business more. Let's create together, Earth. Let's create together. Let's be more together. And you can also just repeat Earth, Earth, Earth few times to make Earth more intense presence in your life. Earth, Earth, Earth. Tierra, 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 tierra. Zemlja, zemlja, zemlja. Earth, Earth, Earth. You do it all the time. You do this all the time. Every moment in your life, you say Earth, Earth, Earth. Or in some countries, they like to say thank you, Earth, thank you. So also what I wanted to say today, what if most of life is not visual? And please explore this. What if most of life can't be validated with human eyes, with human understanding, with human measuring? Most life, 99.99%, almost everything. Explore it for yourself. And what if this most of life, 99.99% of life is all unavailable to you? You can just be simple, it's easy. And it could be powerful. Thank you and see you soon. In some class, in person.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes. Thank you. Grazie,
Hvala,
gracias.
hvala.
Gracias, gracias.
Bye.
Merci, merci à tous.
d'être là avec nous, madame.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Gracias, hermosa. Gracias.
That's it.